Hey everyone, it's Susie Lee with Bella Lina Boutique. Happy Wednesday, and welcome to Craft Round the Clock. I've got a 45-minute segment here with you all, so come on in and let's get started. I just want to bring you up here in my comments. If you're just jumping on, say hello. Be so happy to say hi to you. It's been a hot minute since I came live. Been busy this week. It's been a crazy week already. Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then today I had a nice lunch with an old friend, and it was a really nice time. I just got back in time to prep a little bit and get ready for y'all. So come on in, and let me see here. We're going to be doing a coastal piece today with a little Totally Dazzled and a little Essential Stencil. We're going to be working with this cute little guy right here, this little sea turtle. Now, I've cut it down. Why, you say, Susie? Because I wanted it to fit nicely and flat in my frame, and it wasn't doing so. So there's always, where there's a will, there's a way, right? And so come on in. I want to show you this. Look at this pretty frame. This was a $36 frame at Hobby Lobby that I got on sale. I bought a bunch of them when they were on sale. I bought a whole bunch because I just love this. It can be anything you want. Seriously. It can be Western. It can be coastal. I've done it in Western, but I kind of like this look as a coastal, beachy looking kind of a piece. It's carved wood. It's real carved wood. And I love how they made it all shabby chic, right? All right. So I showed you my turtle, my little turtle, Myrtle, and there's some other things I'm going to be working with. Essential Stencil. I thought about putting one of these in the background as well. Maybe, possibly. We have some grasses I could put up, coming up, like seagrass, kind of seaweed, that kind of thing. But we also have all these words. Essential Stencil has some beautiful, beautiful packs going on right now. And I am an affiliate with them and with Totally Dazzled. My affiliate links are in my link tree. So get on over there and check it out. The word sea turtle. Oh, I can read them off here. They got sunshine, breeze, waves, boardwalk, snorkel, sunset, ocean, seashell, surf, flip-flops. You know I love me some flip-flops, right? Barefoot, shore, starfish, seagulls, tide, lifeguard, driftwood, beach, sea turtle, and sand castle. That's a mouthful. That's a whole bunch of stenciling right in this little pack here. So we're going to put sea turtle on there. And like I said, kind of like these. These are cute, right? Little jellyfish kind of things going on there. Possibly going to put that on. We'll see how it ends up looking. I don't know. This had a picture, a painting of like a little cornucopia of flowers kind of a thing. It was real cute and all, but we're not going to do that. We painted over that when I was prepping. So we got that all covered. We're going to put the sea turtle in the middle. Then I've got this cute little Totally Dazzled sea turtle, the little applique. We're probably going to put him somewhere on the bottom here, following Mommy Sea Turtle. And I've got some, we're going to make this a tray, a little wood tray. And I have these little handles. We're going to make it coastal. Look at these handles I got from the Hobby Lobby. Are these not the cutest things you ever saw? I love this little guy. I had my husband saw off the, there's a little metal screw in there. There wasn't one in this one, the little seahorse. We're going to be using these as handles. Is that not darling? I absolutely love this. I'm probably not going to be able to part with this piece because it's just so cute. Anyway, I've already drilled some holes with my little hand drill that I keep up here. And so I got that done. So they will fit down in these little holes, and I will glue them with B7000 when it's all done and let it sit for a couple days. And it'll be ready. I'm going to resin this inside with food safe resin. That's my plan. That's the plan from your great leader. Okay, so here's the deal. We're going to do like a little ombre effect, kind of, sort of, a little bit of water. Give me a little bit of squirt of water. We'll see if I've got some pretty colors of blue. We've got a plethora of colors of blue. I'm just going to go right on up, starting with the darkest color first. This is Prussian, I believe. Yeah, Prussian blue. And we're just going to go from the bottom up. You know how the sea is darker and then gets lighter, lighter, lighter? That's what we're going to do. We're going to make it a little seascape. And then this one is called True Blue. Yeah. I got to shake it up. I don't know if this is too old to use. Whoop, nope, there's enough in there. We're going to go for it. It came right on out. We've got that one. We have got, this is like a Tiffany blue that I created. Did you know, I'm not going to say that though, because it'll get me in trouble. Did you know the word Tiffany blue is copyrighted? Yes, it is. So if you ever put that in your listings, if you're ever selling anything, don't. Ask me how I know, because I did that and they just took it on down. Okay, this is a Sea Breeze. Yes, Sea Breeze, kind of a greenish blue. And I think that's where I'm going to stop, right there. I think we're going to stop there. If I have a little bit extra, I'll put in this pool blue. It's real light, 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 but we'll see how that works out. Anyway, I'm going to take my brush and get it going.
We're just going to speed this part up a little bit. We're going to start with the dark blue, the Prussian blue, and we are going to paint on little strips of varying colors, lightening it as we go all the way up to the top. I do use a little spritz of water so that in between the blues I can blend, and it just looks just like the sea. When you look out, you see the darkest is the deepest. And here we are with the aqua blue, and next to that, the Sea Breeze, one of my very favorites. Loving how this turned out.
Okay, I said if I had a little extra space here, I was gonna go for this pool. Maybe. Let's see. I got another one. I got a brand new one I could open. So let's see if we can possibly get some paint out of this. We might could. Maybe. Oh my goodness. Yes, we did. That's a pretty one. Ooh. Yep, just enough to give it that little bit of sky blue or light blue. And we're going to blend that color into. Oh, I love that. Is there anything more soothing than the color blue? My mother's favorite color. She loved it. She had a lot of blue in her home. It's just such a soft, soothing, pretty color. How's that? Isn't that pretty? I like it. Okay, so I'm going to dry this up, and I am going to, in theory, untangle myself. I get myself all tangled up, don't I? A lot. I get entangled a lot. Now, I do need a white. I thought I brought it down from my stash here, but I did not. Clearly. Okay, so what I did, this little stencil from Essential Stencil, isn't it cute? I love a sea turtle. I think they're so darling. I don't like to touch them or nothing like that, but I do love to watch the sea turtles, the National Geographic version of the sea turtles. Okay, this is the way I want it. I want him just like that. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Now we're cooking like that. See? He's already going to be cute. And I'm going to use some of the smaller brushes, I do believe. And put that there. We're going to stencil this bad boy on. Okay, so I'm going to go a little bit. I'll put a little bit of this white out here. This is just Casement from Fusion Mineral Paint. I'm just going to take some of these colors and lighten them up a little bit. So, and I'm going to kind of give it a little ombre effect, but a lighter ombre than what I did in the base. Okay, we're going to go a little bit lighter. And I'm just going to, I probably should take some of this off first. Okay, there we go. So I'll just pounce around here and there. And as I'm going, I'm going to dip it into other colors so that it's not one color. We want it to be, have different colors, different hues going on. And where there's light, I'll put dark and vice versa so that it will show up like over here in its little feet. We're going to come down here and tap in some lighter colors. Maybe even a darker dark blue. Just around the edge, maybe. So when you pull it up, it'll be multicolored. Oh, multicolored. I'll go over here on this side and give it a pounce or two. I think it's going to be cute. You know what other color I wanted to add in this is this lime green. I knew there was something I was missing. I want it to be like bright in some spots. Woo! So I'm going to take this, this is called Happy Green. I like a color called Happy Green. Don't you? This ain't going to shut. There it is. There we go. Okay. You can't go wrong with a color called Happy Green. Right? We'll add a little of that into the mix. I think that's going to make the whole turtle look great. Yeah. I love me some happy. Oop. Knock some of that off. I like that seafoam. That seafoam green is really pretty. One of my favorites. Thought I was putting it in the seafoam and I came up with white. A little more lime. A little more limey. I think he's going to be right pretty. Downright pretty. I'm just mixing some colors. No rhyme or reason, just mixing colors. Pouncy pounce. And blend. My husband's probably thinking I'm building a house up here. Right? Okay. Kind of liking it. A little bit of light in the center. And I'll do his head. A little green. I didn't mess that up. A little seafoam. A little green. A little blue. We'll mix it up. mix the colors and blend them a little bit. I don't want, this little fin over here needs a little doing. Something to it. Somebody was asking about stenciling just the other day. And I know we've done a lot of it, so hopefully they'll see this and feel more comfortable about it. Comfortable. Did I just say comfortable? I did. Because it's really not intimidating once you do it. You know, you can just, hey, I want to pull that up. Oh, how cute are you? He's adorable, right? Look at him swimming. Ain't he cute? He's just adorable. You know what I was going to do? I was thinking about putting that little, where's it at? This little guy. Swimming in there with him. But I don't know. Maybe I won't, because I don't want to mess him up in any way. Although it might make it look a little 3D-ish. I'm going to put a little bit of blue paint right here so that I can cover that little white spot up. I want to make sure that gets covered right there. All right, I'm going to get another brush. And I'm going to put sea turtle, the word sea turtle. Myrtle the sea turtle. Ain't she cute? And it fits perfectly right in this little corner. Perfectly. Get a little white on my brush, because it'll stand out against that dark blue. And give her a pounce. I wish it said myrtle. This to me just looks so, this frame just looks so beachy. It looks like driftwood to me. You know? Come on. Come on up. Yeah, how cute is that? Perfect, right? Loving that. I have this sea turtle from Totally Dazzled. This little guy here. And I want to put it on the end of the... I had it taped actually to the sea turtle stencil because I knew I wanted to do this when I got the little guy. So I went like a mommy and a baby sea turtle. Like that. Come on. Leave me be. Set me free. I need a trip to Europe. I'm probably not going to get that. I need some B7000 to put on here. You follow me 1,522 days. I'll send you my sympathy card. I'm so sorry you had to be endured all of it. That's a long time, sister. Not as long as some, though, I got to tell you. Some people have been with me for almost 5 years. Well, not quite, but pretty darn close. Pretty close. Okay. Now this little guy's head's gotta go kind of off cockeyed here to fit on this board. Like that. Oh, he's so cute. Is he not? He's following Mama. He's following his mama. I know I'm crazy. You think that's funny, do you? You wouldn't be laughing if you were following me 5 years. You wouldn't be laughing. Right, Kathy? Tell her what you've had to endure. This woman's been driving me nuts for 5 years. I'm going to take a little bit of hot glue and just pin that little leg down so it doesn't get caught on something and, you know, end up getting ripped off. We don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, how cute is that? I'm not going to resin it live, but I do have some seashells. Some cute little seashells by the seashore that we probably picked up at the beach. Here we live in Michigan, and you know, I might put a few in this, maybe in this corner. We'll see what I can come up with here. If they're cute, I'll put them on here. If they're not, then, I mean, as cute as a seashell can be, you know. These look kind of janky, some of them. I've been using these for years, so Lord only knows. It's kind of cute. It's different. I like different, you know. I like a little different. I'll put a couple of them down. You want to know why? Because I can. Oh, another thing I wanted to do. I'm going to temporarily hold this with a little hot glue. Yeah. Over in this corner. And this one right on top of it. It's kind of a weird shaped shell. I kind of like it because it lends itself to like a sea life looking kind of thing. A little sea urchin of sorts. Oops. Now, come on, Susie. Get it in there. I want to cover up the other one. All right. I wanted to add a little bit of sparkle to this by adding some gold wax or some of this copper wax that I have here. Gonna need a little one. Gonna put this guy right on back on here, right here. Of course, he's not gonna lay flat there. That's okay, because I'm just gonna do it around the edge there. There's a little bit of wax left in here, not much of this. It's called brass bronze, and this is by Penta Art wax paste. And I'm just gonna add a little bit, right? Get it lined up. And add just a little bit of the gold shimmer here and there. Because you know me, I gotta have me some shimmer. Not a lot. Let's see what that looks like. That really makes it. That gives it that coppery kind of a effect. In my opinion, I think it makes the whole piece stand out nicely. Okay. Yep, that's exactly what it needed. Not too much, just enough. You can see just enough of that little bit of shimmer. See that? I think it's pretty. Do I want to put that one up here? I could. This little dude. I think it looks kind of cute coming down from jellyfish or whatever he is here. Little jellyfish. I think I will. Why not? You know what? I could do him and add a little bit of coral to that mix, to that blue mix. I got a little bit of this coral. I think it'll be pretty in there. Let's do that, shall we? Put a little coral in there. Yeah. And put some more coral in. Some green, some blue. And it's just kind of coming up across the sea turtle, just swimming on by. Just swinging on by to say hi, right? Let's just see what that looks like, shall we? Why not? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Love it. So cute, right? He's just kind of like swinging on by, swimming in the ocean with the turtle. They're all getting along just fine. Okay, next. Are these little guys. These little seahorse, and the little crab. Little crabby. And it's going to need a lot of B7000. We're just going to finish it off here with a glob of glue, as I always say. We're going to put it down in here. Okay. And it's going to be the handle of this little, it's going to be a tray. And it's going to be food safe. I will have it all resined on the inside next time you see it. And it will be all nice and food safe. This will have to cure for 24, 48 hours. And it will be, these little handles will be on here for good. And there's that. How darling did this turn out? Seriously, folks. How cute. All right. Pushing them down in there. Now, I drilled those holes out real nicely. But honestly, how cute did that turn out, right? Can you guys see? How sweet it is. I love this. I think it turned out sweet. Anyway, I just think this turned out super cute, super duper cute, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it inspired you. And you can get these essential stencil kits. All the yeah, there's transfers in there too, but all the stencils and all that in my link tree, essential stencils and Totally Dazzle, this little guy right here. This little fella right here. So, all right, guys, my time is up. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a great rest of your night. Love y'all. Bye-bye.